Welcome to Hinks Elementary School, home of the Hinks Hawks. Here at Hinks, we take great pride in our students and our school. With great pride comes great responsibility. That's why I am here to show you along on your first day at school. How are you, Grace?
Great, but I have one question.
A question about what?
What's F.L.Y?
Well, Grace, now that you are going to Hinks Elementary, you are now an honorary Hinks Hawk, and that means that you have a responsibility to be up to the Hinks expectations of F.L.Y. Focus on being organized, live to be respectful, and say yes to kindness.
Wow, how do I do that?
Come on, I'll show you.
Golly, mister, what are we doing here?
Well, Grace, from the beginning and ending of each day, you are obligated to follow F.L.Y. Once you enter a classroom, you must stay unless you are granted permission by a teacher to leave. Make sure you bring all your materials to class and leave your locker and hallway and the classroom neat and clean. Come into school prepared to learn. Look at Betty here. Betty is prepared and ready to learn. Now look at Charles. Charles is dirty, unorganized, and shows no effort in making his and Hinks' future a good one.
Wow, mister, what else can I do to show my Hinks pride?
There's more. Come with me.
Is it lunchtime already?
Yes, it is, Grace, and it is a great time to apply F.L.Y. to your eating routine.
Okay.
Now, Grace, make sure when you're in the lunchroom, keep your hands to yourself, be polite to the lunch lady, and talk quietly with others. Also, make sure you stick with what choice of lunch you make, and always clean up after yourself. Just look at Betty. She is quiet, doesn't cut in line, and always is polite when she gets her food. Betty sits quietly with her friends and cleans up her trash when she is done. Now Charles, on the other hand, skips in front of the line, is mean to the lunch lady, and doesn't talk with his inside voice. He eats his friend's food, and most likely Charles will be in trouble and will have to eat alone away from his friends. Don't be like Charles.
Wow, I would not want to eat lunch alone.
That's right, Grace. No one does, and that's why F.L.Y. is here to help you. Come on, I got more to show you.
Why are we in the bathroom, mister?
Because here you need to learn bathroom etiquette, and F.L.Y. can teach you.
Great.
Bathrooms are for going to the bathroom, not talking and wasting time. No one wants a dirty bathroom, so keep everything clean. Make sure you flush after you go and when you're done. Wash your hands thoroughly for 20 seconds. Then use 1 to 2 paper towels to dry your hands. If someone is using the bathroom, wait patiently and keep your hands to yourself. And most importantly, give people privacy. Look at Betty. Betty is waiting quietly for her turn to use the bathroom, and when she is done, she flushes. And then she washes and dries her hands perfectly. Charles, on the other hand, is loud and obnoxious. He doesn't even flush when he is done and completely forgets to wash his hands.
That's gross.
Very gross. Now let's head to the playground.
Wow, mister, this is cool.
The playground is a pretty cool place with a lot of fun, but you need F.L.Y. to make it a wonderful place. Make sure you always walk to and from the playground. Always use the equipment properly so you don't hurt yourself and don't hurt others. Keep the playground free of trash and trash talk. Remember, no one likes a dirty mouth. Play fair, by the rules, and be a good sport. Respect others' space, and when the whistle blows, line up and enter and exit the building quietly. Just look at Betty. She enters and exits quietly, plays a fun game with her friends, always playing by the rules and always having fun. But Charles, on the other hand, runs out of the building and doesn't have anyone to play with because he is a cheater and doesn't play fair. Playgrounds are here for you to have fun on, and with F.L.Y. you can have fun.
What's going on, mister?
Shh! This is an assembly, Grace. Keep your voice level at 0. That means silent. During an assembly or special event, sit on your bottom, face forward, and keep your hands and feet quiet. Respond appropriately with good manners, and only ask appropriate questions when picked. Look at Betty. She is sitting quietly, keeping her hands to herself and paying attention to what is going on. When wanting to ask a question, she raises her hand and waits for permission to ask. Now Charles keeps standing up, moving around, and is not silent. He will probably be removed from the assembly and will have to miss out on all the cool things.
Wow, I would not want that.
No one does, Grace. It's disrespectful to the school and yourself. Now, last but not least, Grace, you need to know about the hallways. Hallways connect the school together and bring the students together, but you need to be safe. When walking down the hallway, face forward, walk in a single file on the right. Keep your hands to your side and keep a reasonable space and pace. Keep your locker closed and clean. Use your manners and keep your mouth and feet quiet. Betty here keeps on the right and walks at a reasonable pace. She keeps her locker and mouth closed. Now, Charles keeps his locker open and messy. He is loud and walking too fast on the wrong side of the hallway. He is a hazard to himself and others in the school.
Wow, there's so much that I know now. Fly sounds great.
Fly is great, Grace. And remember, focus on being organized, live to be respectful, and say yes to kindness.
I will. Bye.
Let's fly to great heights. Focus on being organized. Live to be respectful.